Check, check. Alright, good afternoon everyone. Just waiting to confirm we are live. I think we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along. Live on YouTube this afternoon. If you've just joined us, we're here at Madills Farm in the beautiful eastern suburbs of Auckland near Kohimara Beach. It is a beautiful day for the beach, so shout out to everyone that's gone to the beach. In the meantime, there's an awesome football match up for grabs here this afternoon, and no doubt that is what you're really tuning in for at home. My name is the real Ian Monroe. I'm going to be your commentator this afternoon. We're going to be watching Eastern Suburbs AFC versus Western Springs AFC. This is a women's game in the Lotto Women's Premiership, the Northern Region Football leading division for the women in operation at the moment. And this is the home ground right here of Eastern Suburbs AFC. We're just waiting for the players to come out now. I'll have some lineups for you soon. Wherever you're watching in the world, let us know in the chat. I'll read out some shout outs as I can. If you're watching a family member playing this afternoon, I wish both sides good luck. I hope you have a great game. As I say, it's a beautiful day here at Madills Farm. It's around about 18 degrees on the pitch. It's very warm. It's quite sunny, which is characteristic of this time of year, I must say. It's been quite a warm autumn, really. We've had some cracking days here in Auckland. Wherever you're viewing from in the world, I hope you're enjoying similar sunshine. The teams are on their way out of the sheds now. They've been in there about 5 minutes. I sat here and watched the warm-up. It was a good warm-up. It's hard to say how each team is going to be lining up. I'd hazard a guess that they were both going to be playing with 4 across the midfield. That's only going on what I can see in the warm-up. They were playing, drilling, both sides drilling crosses from the right and the left. Here come the teams now. Anyway, this is Eastern Suburbs and Western Springs. Eastern Suburbs are going to be in their black kit this afternoon. Very fetching black kit with some yellow detailing on it from their sponsors. Western Springs heading out in their traditional green and white hoops. Very present club colours for them. As I was saying, this is a Lotto Women's Premiership game. There's a little bit on the line, I suppose, in regards to seasons. I mean, this is a tale of two sides, really. Tale of two sides of the city. What I mean by that is Eastern Suburbs, who are the hosts today, are going into this game in second place on the table, having won last week 3-1 right here at Madills Farm against Fencibles. Very good game, plenty of action. It was a very, again, lovely day for football, but that came up, they won last week 3-1. Western Springs have not had the best season, you can say. If you were just looking at the table alone, they've played 7 games and they've lost 7, sadly. So going into this game, I guess there's a lot of pride on the line. I guess they're asking themselves now, can they play football? Do they know what they're doing? Can they get a goal? Can they find their route to goal? Eastern Suburbs now, conversely, on the other end of the table, thinking if we can put this one away as well, which would be a no-brainer on paper, they'd be thinking they can win this game and put pressure on Auckland United, who are currently top of the table going into this game. So like I said, 2 different stories there. Teams are getting ready to start now. We'll start the clock soon. A big shout out to the referees this afternoon. Roger Williams is the referee, and his first assistant is Timothy Giles, and his second assistant is Carl Alexander. Let's go over the teams now as we begin. for Eastern Suburbs. They're lining up with Kaylin Tremaine as the goalkeeper and Taylor Anderson as the captain. Outfield, they're also working with Rebecca Van Dort, Yukino Nishizono, Maddie Ollington, Stacey Martin, Kenya Brooke, Zoe Brazier, Erica Skindlove, Juliet Lucas and Ella Finlay. And just for Western Springs, their goalkeeper this afternoon is Angelique Tui Samoa and the captain is Dara Mulrooney. They're lining up with Isabel White, Daphne Ranta, Jessica Ellis, Sienna Makwana, Eva Vujinovic, Amelia McAllister, Charlie Dunn, Rosa Muru, Indigo Kirk. All the outfield players as they're lining up. I can see both sides looking with a sort of what looks like to be a back four of each time. Let's just start the clock on your screens and we should be well away. Here in the Lotto Women's Premiership, the game is again I think the 8th game of the season for both teams here. Approaching the halfway mark of the season in terms of where people are going to be challenging for in the latter stages of the league. Of course, then if you are in the top seeds of each of the leagues and regions across the country, you then go into a championship playoff later in the year around September, October. But for the meantime, this is like a Northern Conference game for those watching overseas. I want a reference as to whereabouts in the season this is. Flicked on there by Springs, looking to stay in possession. Eastern Suburbs getting their first glance of ball there. Thrown back in by Suburbs, flicked on there for Juliet Lucas, who looks down the channel to the right hand side for Maddie Ollington. Keeps the ball in play, Ollington, and looks for a cross, goes in the middle, it's flicked on there by number 34 Juliet Lucas, so she's got the ball back in return. It's flashed out to the left flank, it's come back in for Suburbs, flicked away by Western Springs. Out on the right hand side there for Zoe Brazier, looking down that right hand side. Good dummy there by Ollington. She's tried to feed the ball across the field but has lost possession in the meantime. This is Western Springs on the ball there, with Dara Mulrooney looking to feed the right hand side, not quite succeeding. Some challenges there on the left hand side. Springs looking to keep the ball in play but don't do so, and that's going to be a Suburbs throw. Comes back in across the midfield there for Taylor Anderson, number 15. Looking good on the ball, trying to feed someone through the left hand side to no avail. Western Springs looking to come away with it. Good interception by Suburbs. Oh, powering forward there. Good run into the midfield there from the centre back. Ball still in play. There's a good challenge happening over here on the left flank by number 10 for Springs, Sienna Makwana, challenging well for the ball there. Let's come back out on the left hand side for Suburbs, galloping up the top there, that's number 12 Kenya Brooke. Good ball down the left channel, looking in the middle for Anderson, just a little bit too quick for her. And the shot there came in, I do believe. Yet Lucas for Suburbs. Goes wide, not quite on target, not what you'd hope to achieve in that position, but early stages are that Eastern Suburbs can get forward very quickly indeed. In fact, if you give them the space to run into, it looks like they're definitely going to run into that. Hey, so wherever you're watching in the world, let us know in the comments. It's great to have you on board wherever you are. I hope you're enjoying the game so far. We've played about 3.5 minutes, so there's still a lot of football to happen online. Awesome stuff. Kick taken there by Springs. They're working back towards their own goal there with Angelique Tui Samoa. Originally looking to go long, but it comes short. Springs managed to keep the ball. Put it out to their left-hand side. Suburbs intercept and come racing down the right there. That's Dara. Sorry. Oh, and she's all the way through on goal, and she's going to try and get it through the legs there. Beg your pardon, that was Maddie Ollington. The Suburbs, she ran all the way from the right wing to cut all the way inside to the box, and I thought she was going to meg the keeper then, but she didn't quite get that far. It was a fantastic run, amazing to watch. In the meantime, Western Springs are battling with it over on the left-hand side. That was Indigo Kirk trying to get the ball down the flank, but it instead goes off for a throw. It's brought back in to play by Suburbs. Nishizono on the ball, pushing it out to the left-hand side for Kenya Brook to run down that left-hand side. She offloads it. Suburbs still attacking on the left. They've gone all the way to the bottom line. It's a great cut back. A play to the edge of the box by Anderson. Suburbs don't know what to do with it. They don't get it in the middle. Kenya Brook even tries a cross. Doesn't quite work. Works its way back to Ella Findlay, who goes all the way back to Nishizono. Comes out on the right-hand side to Zoe Brazier. Is she going to ignite the attack? Looking to the right there for Maddie Ollington. She's still on the ball. After that fantastic run inside before, she chips it on her left. Doesn't quite get anything over the top of the Springs defence. Good battling there by Erica Skindlev, sorry. Beg your pardon, and she battled very hard. Anyway, the ball is getting thrown back in again by Kenya Brook. Goes as far as Ella Findlay, and it's being worked out onto the right hand side. Good possession there by Suburbs to Zoe Brazier. Bit of a 50-50 challenge there, but with Sienna Makwana. And the referee awards that free kick to Western Springs, who take it long, big long diag down the left hand side. Indigo Kirk, goes chasing after that and doesn't quite make it. Ball comes back into play courtesy of Suburbs. Looking good at the moment going forward. Enjoying that left hand side. It's number 5, Rebecca Van Dort, going out to number 12, Kenya Brook, who feeds it further down that left hand side. A lot of battling for position over there. I think that's Erica Skindlev again. Very good play going on there. Really good to watch. Anyway, the ball will be brought back onto the pitch by Western Springs goalkeeper Angelique Tui Samoa. Will she go for a long kick again? We will wait and see. What do you reckon of the game? Everyone watching live on your YouTube, let us know in the chat, in the comments. Are you watching from New Zealand? Who are you supporting? Suburbs or Springs? If you're somewhere else in the world, let us know as well. Good attack there from Western Springs, showing a bit of confidence going forward. They go as far as to win a throw-in on that left-hand side. Comes in from Indigo Kirk. She gets it back on her left foot, looks for the cross. Carries a bit of a deflection there from a Suburbs player and goes straight into the loving arms of Tremaine, the goalie for Suburbs. They are working very hard to recycle the ball down that left hand flank. They don't quite get anything on it this time, possibly rushed it quite a bit. However, doing very, very well in turning that ball from defence into attack. Great transition from Suburbs. If they're lightning quick like that for the rest of the game, it will be hard to deny them some chances. Playing it around the back now, Suburbs. That's a Nishizono going out to the right hand side to Zoe Brazier. Pushing that right hand side to Ollington. Good play. Loves to cut in on that left. Moving their way across the pitch there. Suburbs. Back to number 12, Kenya Brook. She crosses in. It's a deep cross. Good bit of defence there by Charlie Dunn for Western Springs. It's not clear. Makwana puts it out for Springs. Some very, very clever play from Erica Skindlev there. She's absolutely dominating that left-hand channel, especially as they start running towards goal with it. This is Nishizono at the back, looking out wide for Brazier, loving that right fullback overlap. Here she comes again. She's got options inside, looking to go back towards goal. Some good battling there by the number 8 for Western Springs, Jessica Ellis. Well done, Jessica, that you dominated for the ball on that one. Saw the chance to get that possession over. Throw now by Kirk. Looks back for Ellis. Comes off Ellis and goes for a throw. So Suburbs bring it back in with Zoe Brazier. Back to number 10, Stacey Martin, who goes back to Nishi Zono, who goes out to the left-hand side. It's in this time for Findlay, number 88, who goes out to the left-hand side for Skindlove again. She cutting in, she goes direct to goal, doesn't quite get anything going her way, so it's all the way back now. All but one player in their own half there for Suburbs, and that was Nushi Zora, who has now the ball. So that was the other 9 outfield players were all in the Western Springs half there. That's how confident Suburbs are going forward. So I'll leave that with you as you mull over who might get a goal in this game. Here they come again anyway. Skindlove going down that left-hand side, putting it out on her left to Kenya Brook, who loves that left channel overlap. Is she going to get a cross in? She does. It's cleared by number 10, Makwana. It's come out. Decent effort there by Ella Findlay, but it was very high and a little bit wide, so that was going nowhere near the goal. So it will remain 0-0. That will be a Western Springs goal kick. Alright, big shout out to everyone in the chat watching from, oh great, North Idaho, USA. Cheering on the Suburbs. I can't get your name there. Oh, Skindlove. Oh yes, you've got skin in the game. Mr. or Mrs. Skindlove, I think is that Erica's family. There you go, shout out to them. I've been on the mic talking about her already. Here comes Springs out on that right hand side. If you watch this area of the pitch, you might see Erica. There she is pressing for the ball. In the meantime, let's carry on playing. Big shout out to everyone watching around the world, wherever you are. Great to have you here. Still 0-0. Let's have a look at the clock, 11 minutes on it. Still no goals. With second in the table, playing bottom of the table, I somehow don't think it's going to stay like this. I do think we're going to see the scoreline change. And that's a good chipped effort in. Very good effort there. Good, strong, right-footed effort by, and that was the number 88 for Suburbs. That's Ella Findlay. Good effort. It does land in the hands of Tui Samoa. She does catch it very cleanly. However, that was a challenge both for goalkeeper and for attacking player. So good shot provides a good save. You wouldn't have it any other way. In the meantime, here comes Suburbs recycling the ball around their back line again. They're going to go all the way home to goalie Tremaine, who's looking to push it out on that left-hand flank again with Kenya Brook. Having a good game at fullback this time going down the middle of the attack for Burbs. A little bit of interplay. Linesman has awarded the throw to Burbs there. Bit of contesting. Good control there by Arlington. Brings it down, gives it back to Brazier. What are they going to do? Look for that right channel. Decide to go back to Nushi Zono, the number 6. She comes out to number 5, Rebecca Van Dort. Plays it down that left again to Kenya Brook. They seem to fancy that left channel. Oh, good control by Findlay. She's got the ball, takes it all the way to the byline. Clever little back heel to keep it in, but it doesn't go her way, and Springs recycle possession only as far as Brook again. Little bit of play, Springs defending, getting a foot on it here and there. Jostled off the ball, and that's going to be a good chance for Arlington to come and chip a nice long cross in there. Had someone on the back post. That was Erica Skindlove, of course. Who else? And she's still battling over there to keep the ball in play. Good work, Ella. She cuts back to number 34, and there's your first goal. Courtesy of Juliet Lucas. It's 1-0 to Suburbs. They made it look easy. They'd had very sort of dominating in possession on that right-hand side. It started with the number 7, Maddie Ollington, sort of with a bit of trickery. She put a nice high cross looking for Erica Skindlove on the back post. Didn't quite get it, however. Tenacity off the ball saw Suburbs get it back in possession. And Skindlove made her way to the byline, cut it back for Juliet Lucas to grab a goal at the near post. first to the ball as from the cut off, and that was 1-0 to Suburbs. So the goal came at around the 13-minute mark, so 1-0 to Suburbs at the moment. A live game here, everyone, on a Sunday afternoon in Auckland, New Zealand.
Who keeps his word? Who is a man of his word?
A bit of background noise there, folks. I can only try and talk over the top of it. So in the meantime, it's 1-0 to Eastern Suburbs versus Western Springs. 1-0 to them at the moment. Ball comes back to Rebecca Van Dort, puts the ball down the line. Receives the ball back again. Nushi Zono puts it back with Van Dort and goes down the middle to number 10, who plays it back off themselves. Stacey Martin back to Yushizono on the middle, back into centre back position again. Suburbs enjoying their fair share of possession after scoring early on. Looking to try and keep the ball now. They're going to have to keep it a long time. There's only 15 minutes on the clock. A lot of football still to come here at Madills Farm in the next well over an hour or so. In the middle of the park now, we will see a throw-in, and that's going to be in the favour of Western Springs. See if they can turn their position on the field into something that looks like they're going to threaten to come back in. Eastern Suburbs, though, very alert and onto the ball. Cut out by Ollington. Another throw coming back in by Charlie Dunn down the left-hand side. That's put out by Nishizono. Put it out there, beg your pardon. Great stuff, everyone. It's deep in the Eastern Suburbs half. Number 15 for Burbs there, Taylor Anderson, playing it around the back. They're going to break down that left-hand side again with Kenya Brooke. Going out to that left-hand side. There she is again, Erica Skinlove, going down that left-hand side. She's going to cut it across. Looking, almost the same formula as the first goal. And there it is again. Juliet Lucas putting it slightly wide this time, turned it round, put it on her right foot, and didn't quite get to add to the tally there. But we're 1-0 up here at Madills Farm, courtesy of the previous goal by Juliet Lucas, coming in the 13th minute. In the meantime, a very sunny afternoon here. Here come Western Springs now, looking to feed that left-hand channel. Suburbs standing over the ball, definitely making it happen. Ball comes back in from Brazier. Flicked there by Lucas. Bit of battling around that midfield by Stacey Martin. Springs come away with it. Good play by Ellis. Manages to find the midfield. Comes back as far as Daphne Ranta. Battles around with the ball. This is Ella Vujinovic. Battling there with Kenya Brooke to no avail. Ball's been turned over to Suburbs via a throw-in. Nishizono back on the ball again. Eastern Suburbs enjoying building up from the back. And that was Erica Findlay going down that left-hand side, finding the other Erica Skinlove. Ball bobbles around in the box and then gets cleared by number 12, Eva Vujinovic, for Western Springs. Puts it out for a throw on the left-hand side for Eastern Suburbs. 18 minutes on the clock so far, ladies and gents. Wherever you are in the world watching from, great to have you here with us, watching this great Northern Regions game. There's a bit of action in the box there. It's come out to Brazier, who tries to whip it back in to no available player in the box attacking for Suburbs. Good work there by Angelique Tuismo, who got down quite quick to parry that away as the Springs goal was under attack. Here comes Suburbs again, working their way down that left-hand side. lot going on there on the edge of the Western Springs box. They're looking to escape now with number 7, Dara Mulrooney. She's their captain today. She gets dispossessed though, surrounded by Suburbs players, 3-1 in the end. The Suburbs come away with it, with Rebecca Van Dort at the back again. Looking inside for Erica Finley. She's going to play it forward. Looks for a 1-2 with Taylor Anderson. Comes out to the left again for Kenya Brooks. Seeing a lot of ball down that left-hand channel. There goes Erica Skinlove. Trying to battle forward. Teeing up a 1-2 with Erica Finley. They don't quite pull it off. It's back at the Eastern Suburbs defence line again with Nishizono out to the right for Brazier. Becomes a very clear and open channel for them down that right-hand side. Springs managed to get it away. It's coming back to where it was before. Pressure on the back line by Springs. Jessica Ellis pushing up there, trying to see if they can get a bit of a threat on the ball high up. So does Dara Mulrooney. It's come down into that right-hand channel there. Looking for Ollington. They find it. She cuts back. Good ball across there as well from Taylor Anderson. Ollington goes out onto the left-hand side for Brooke again, goes down that left-hand channel. Good interception by Vujinovic, all the way to the halfway line, back to Rebecca Van Dort. Okay, right-hand side again, looking open for Suburbs, back to Brazier on this right-hand side. She's looking to feed Ollington down that right-hand side. Indigo Kirk sort of reads that really well and actually comes away with a nice 1-2, looking to show something on behalf of Springs to try and make them sort of spring into life. Ollington hits the deck. Referee decides that will be a throw-in. Oh no, he's gonna award a free kick there.
Okay, so I'll see you then.
Flag went up, whistle went. Referee has decided on a free kick. That's going to be for Suburbs on the right hand side. Number 18. For Suburbs coming across. That's Erica Skinlove. Big shout out to the Skinlove family. I know they're watching online from Idaho in the US. Looks like Erica's going to take this kick. It's going to go over the top. Plenty of players in the box. Oh no, it's coming across the face of goal. Long range effort there by Erica Findlay. It bobbles around in the air, is cleared by Springs. Could have sworn they're going to go into the box with that one, but obviously rehearsed something else in training. Suburbs still on the ball. Springs battling to get it back, trying to get it down under control. Very much wild out here on that left wing. Unlucky there by Jessica Ellis. Tried to keep the ball at her feet. Couldn't quite keep it in play. Brazier puts it back in. Nice 1-2 there with Stacey Martin. It's gone back onto the insides for Erica Findlay, who's come back there for Rebecca Van Dort. Findlay again to Van Dort. They're working that left-hand channel again, and they will find Erica Skinlove over there again. She's going to whip across first time. Lovely cross, actually, on the left foot. It's only come as far as Brazier on the far side. She skips around her opponent, Indigo Kirk. They're battling it out in the corner, and that has gone for a throw-in. Oh, nice. Big shout out as well to everyone watching in the States. Looks like the Erica Skinlove fan club are watching from the US. Big shout out to those in the family. Dave watching from Hemet, California. Awesome stuff. Thanks for joining us here in sunny Kohimmaramara in Auckland. Madills Farm, home of Eastern Suburbs. The ball's come back in for a throw there for Burbs. They're making their way across the box. Is that going to be taken down? It is. Taken down very well by Angelique Tuisamoa, the goalie for Springs there. So yes, big shout outs to everyone. Suburbs definitely on the attack more often than not in this half. We've had about 23 minutes. Wherever you're watching in the world from, welcome along. Whenever you joined us, whether you were here in the queue in the lobby or whether you just come on. It's a lovely afternoon for football in Auckland. This is the Lotto Women's Premiership. This is the Northern Conference section of the season. This is the 8th game for both of these teams. The green and white team, Western Springs, have lost every game. And they're currently losing this one 1-0 to Eastern Suburbs as they cross the ball in. There's a goal. Oh, that was an absolute sitter there. So the previous goal scorer, Juliet Lucas, battling for the ball on the byline there, manages to whip a lovely cross in for Maddie Ollington, who was lurking around in the box, looking to try and take advantage of the space. However, lots of jostling and jockeying sees the ball bounce over the bar instead, and we are back at a goal kick for Western Springs. Big shout out to both the clubs as well. Both very hard-working clubs in the league. They've got men's teams of all age groups and youth programs as well. Great to be commentating on two very honest clubs and a very honest game of football here. This traditionally is a very much a east versus west game in regards to the city. So Western Springs hail from the city fringe west, and you can argue that Eastern Suburbs are in the similar position over on the east side. They're just a little bit closer to the beach, which is where a lot of people probably are today. It's a lovely sunny day here. It's 18 degrees. Back to the football action. That Springs coming out of their goal, trying to get something in the semicircle, trying to get something on this half. Meanwhile, Suburbs come forward again. That's Ollington keeping the ball up, cleared by Springs. It's going all the way back to their defensive line again. Rebecca Van Dort plays 1-2s with Erica Findlay. Plays off of Taylor Anderson. Back to Van Dort again. Back to Findlay. She's got Brazier out on the right-hand side. Comes short for Ollington. Got two players on it this time. Back inside for Martin. Tries to feed the ball through for Anderson. Not quite. Meantime, good midfield cover there by Stacey Martin, coming back, winning the ball off of the Springs forwards. That's Brooke putting a nice long deep cross into the edge of the box. Ollington's up, battling for it, heads it on to Brazier. Good play there. Ollington gets it back. A reward for her hard work, working away in the corner. Bit of a duel there with number 10 Mukwana for Springs. Springs managed to anticipate play enough to get it out. Suburbs anticipated even more. Interception. Bit rough around the edges there, but it's gone out now, and that will be a Western Springs throw-in. 26 minutes on the clock, 1-0 to Eastern Suburbs. Good throw back in there by Charlie Dunn as Springs go chasing down that left-hand side. Very experienced Rebecca Van Dort there, playing with her opponent and recycling the ball back down that right-hand channel. There's Brazier inside, takes a great pass actually just before that. That was number 88, Erica Findlay again. Really good play from those two. Findlay was working down that left side. She's come over to this near side in regards to where I'm watching the game from, and start to interact with Brazier there. Here they are again. Springs not quite getting anything on it there. That was Rosa Muru closest to the ball for them. They're trying to do something. They've got a route to goal, but they're really getting an opportunity to utilise it at this stage. Our Suburbs playing it across. Oh, that was a loose ball there. I don't know what the idea was, but Amelia McAllister nearly pounced on that for Springs. Suburbs a bit lucky there. They're managing to get the ball recycled back into their possession quite regularly now, making it look easy as Brazier comes down that right hand side, feeds it down the right to Ollington. She managed to get the better of her opponent there. Muru cuts inside on the left again, but that was a great tackle indeed by the Springs defender. She did very, very well to read that there. That was looking a very threatening movement there by Ollington, and that was cut out very, very well indeed by Western Springs. That was number 16, Charlie Dunn, that read that one. That's Ollington putting the ball across. Oh! And that is a goal.
Yeah, go Erica!
The ball came in across from Ellington, and Erica Skinlove jumping on the end of it to make that 2-0. Nothing wrong with that from open play. A great goal. So 28 minutes gone. And that is 2-0 to Eastern Suburbs, ladies and gents. What do you think? Eastern Suburbs, they're putting a lot of pressure on their opponents at the defence there. Western Springs really having trouble keeping them out. That was a really good goal. They worked really hard for it. Ollington had come down that right hand side a couple of times before. Didn't quite do it in the first attempt, but came down again on the right. This time putting the ball across to Skindlove to jump on the end of, and she hit it with lightning pace as well. Went into the sort of the goalie's right, our left, as we're looking at the goal. It was well taken indeed, very quick. As you can hear by the noise around me, I'm at home at the Eastern Suburbs home end of supporters is what I say, so there's going to be a lot of background noise, so you'll know when they're scoring because I'm surrounded by their supporters. But I've only got nice things to say, so that doesn't really matter. Here come Western Springs going down that right hand side again, flicked on by Brooke, back as far as Van Dort. She puts it around back to Brooke. Very confident on the ball now, Eastern Suburbs. It's going to be hard for Western Springs to find a way back into this one. But a goal can change things, especially at this scoreline. 2-0 is deceiving. 2-1 is 2-1 and you've got a game on. In the meantime, here comes Eastern Suburbs down that right hand side. A lot of jockeying there by both teams. Rosa Muru and I think that was Zoe Brazier battling it out. Might be Ollington as well was in the mix there. Eastern Suburbs attacking in numbers down that right hand side. Here comes Springs in the meantime. Ball's looped up around the halfway line. Struggling to get it under control really, but that's Dara Mulrooney with some clever play. Plays it inside for Ellis. Was looking to send Amelia McAllister through, but didn't quite go through. In regards to play, that was intercepted by Eastern Suburbs very physically. Here they come again with the recent goal scorer Erica Skindlove. Nice dummy, looks inside, pulls it back onto her right foot. She's got options in the box. It's defended well by Indigo Kirk, who puts it out for a throw, but Erica Skindlove there looking menacing again on that left hand side, dummying, shillying, bringing it back, putting the ball across. Very impressive stuff by Eastern Suburbs. Good value for their win. Here's Erica Finley putting the ball into the middle. Springs have got some bodies there to defend. Dara Mulrooney tries a clever flick, doesn't quite pull it off, and the ball is in and around the halfway line with Suburbs again, with that number 12 Kenya Brooke loving life out there on that left hand side, naturally left footed by seams of it. Ball comes forward by the Springs. Oh, there's a okay, and might be a chance there by Springs. She's got time, doesn't have a lot of time. Comes back to Makwana. This is Dara Mulrooney, the captain, and she doesn't quite get the better of her full-back opponent in the form of Zoe Brazier. To be fair, she was taking on about 3 players with that movement. But that was Dara Mulrooney showing some quality there for Western Springs. It would be good to see more of that because they did look very exciting when they were on the ball. So, without sounding biased, for the sake of the game, Western Springs do have something in that they can show. But opportunities like that don't come along all the time, specifically as that appeared to come as the result of some confusion between the back line and the goalkeeper, Tremaine, for Eastern Suburbs. We've got a bit of a stoppage happening at the moment. I think that was as a result of what happened before. Tremaine came out for the ball. I think there might have been a collision of sorts. In the meantime, she's called for treatment, and the players are just heading off for a water break. Don't mind if I do. So yeah, we're just going to have a break in play at the moment. How you doing out there, everyone in YouTube land? Are you enjoying the game? It's been great to have you all commenting in the live chat. Real appreciation for it. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the football. Big shout out to everyone watching from the States, Idaho and California. Beautiful places. I hope you're enjoying your lovely spring weather out there today. Mind you, it's probably night time over there now as we're going live. Try and keep it present. Beautiful sunny afternoon here though in Auckland, wherever you're watching from in New Zealand or abroad. Just been a break in play there just while the Eastern Suburbs goalkeeper Kaylin Tremaine got some treatment. Appears to be on her feet again, and we're looking like play will resume. There'll probably be a good minute or so added on for stoppages there. But as I was saying, wherever you're watching from, welcome along. Appreciate all the positive comments in the chat. Keep them coming. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel as well if you want to watch more New Zealand women's games. So this is a very good game here. This is probably the top level for the women in the northern regions at the moment. This is a northern region football match sponsored by Lotto. This is the women's Premiership. There are 3 leagues across the country, so this is one of 3. And the top seeded of each of these groups play each other at the tail end of the season in a championship style roundup. In the meantime, play is indeed underway. I was babbling away there. As you can hear, I'm in the thick of it in the Eastern Suburbs home end. Here comes Erica Findlay on the ball for Suburbs. She's playing it across to number 10, Stacey Martin. Comes back inside for Findlay, puts it out on the left to Brooke. She paces down that left-hand side. She's looking for a cross. Goal scorer Skinlove. Is she going to take it to the byline? Goes back out to the wing again. Back out to Brooke. Is she going to cross it? No, it's deflected away by Springs. Recycled by Findlay to Van Dort. Back to Findlay again. Looking for Skinlove on a goal already. Takes it to the byline. Has a shot this time. Good save by Angelique Tui Samoa. She was sort of wiggling her hand after that. She felt it. Definitely had some power in the shot. Erica Skinlove showing everything in her locker this afternoon. Definitely leaving it on the pitch, that's for sure. She's been jockeying, jostling, managed to put the ball across a few times, and in that instance took a shot at goal, a very good one indeed, on the left foot. So here we are. Eastern Suburbs have a corner. They're going to come across from their attacking left hand side, with Nishi Zono going to take this one. Swinging to the near post, it's bobbling around. Springs can't get it clear. It's very messy in the middle. It's come back to Brazier on the edge of the box. She's fired it in towards the middle. Springs panicking a bit, trying to get it under control. It's come out to the right hand side. Brooke over on the right hand side this time, winning the ball back. Comes back to Nishizono. Hassled there by Dara Mulrooney. It's out on the left to Skinlove. Is she going to cross it? It gets challenged and brought down by Amelia McAllister on the right hand side. Ball bobbles around and goes off for a throw-in. This will be on the attacking left channel for Eastern Suburbs. They are still looking to turn the momentum in their favour. There's going to be a throw-in coming up very high in, very deep I should say, but deep in the Springs half. It's high, it's near post, it's flicked on. There's a lot of challenges. There's a few players around that. Springs get it clear. Bit of a challenge on in midfield there with Dara Mulrooney trying to get it on the ball. Doesn't turn it, goes out to Hart. Back to Van Dort again. Plays it across the right hand side for Zoe Brazier, being very reliable in that full-back position this afternoon. She's being challenged in the midfield by Jessica Ellis. Releases the ball to number 10, Stacey Martin, who goes out onto the right hand side for Ollington, who's been a real nuisance out here on this right hand side for Subs. Goes down awkwardly. Springs keep the ball in play. That's taken a touch off a Springs player, so that will be a throw-in to Suburbs, but they've got Ollington down. She's signalling she can carry on playing and has stood up. Suburbs are on the right. Brazier inside to Findlay. What's she going to do with it? Options going forward. Comes back out to Brazier on the right. Takes a nice touch. Looks for the cross. Cleared by Springs. And they're not able to get completely out, but they bought themselves a bit of time. Brazier inside for Ollington. Coming across on that left. She's going for goal with a left-footed shot. Quite far out, at least 20 yards away, but fair play there for Maddie Ollington. It was a good shot. Collected by Tui Samoa. Ball came out. Bobbled around on the right hand side and has now gone out for a throw-in. So it's going to come back in with Suburbs. Number 15, Taylor Anderson. Do believe that's the captain today for Suburbs. She's going to take that throw. She's got options going forward. Is she going to go for a long throw? She is. All the way to the box. Oh, goal, and that is a good throw. It made the distance, but that's headed behind by Western Springs for a corner to Eastern Suburbs. So that's coming on their right hand side. I do believe there she is again. Miss Skinlove is going to whip that one back in, I would say. It's a lovely day for an in-swinger if she fancies it. Yep, she takes it, nice in-swinger, looking for the back post. Oh, it's got a head on it, and it is a goal. What a goal, ladies and gentlemen. Number 12, Kenya Brook. Well done, Kenya Brook. Back post action there. Big corner came in from Erica Skinlove. It bounced around. I didn't think it was going to meet anyone, but in the defence of it coming out via Springs, it landed comfortably at the feet of Kenya Brook, who put it in the net, and that is 3-0 inside 40 minutes. What do you reckon about that, everyone watching at home? Can't say it is a surprise, as this was second in place in the table. Eastern Suburbs taking on bottom of the table, Western Springs. I mean, Western Springs have not won a game all season. It doesn't look like that's going to change. However, good on Eastern Suburbs. They had to accept nothing less than a win from their performance today, and there's certainly good value for it. In the meantime, play resumes. It has been a good game. Very little in terms of fouling and incident. The referee has not really had to discipline anyone too much in this game. It's been quite a clean game as Ollington comes down the right hand side, pushes the ball across to Finlay. She's got a clean shot at goal, but she puts it straight at Tui Samoa, who bounces and then kicks it clear. As I was saying, there have been very little in terms of serious incident in this game. Roger Williams, the referee, has ran quite a clean game. Only the stoppage there for the Suburbs keeper previously as a result of a collision. Springs get it away via their goalkeeper. They're playing on down this through the middle, sorry. They were going down the right hand side a lot, and that's some good battling there by Juliet Lucas. She really battled in the middle of the box. Already got a goal to her name this afternoon. Stayed strong, stayed on her feet, got a shot away, and it was saved, and that's gone behind for another corner, this time for Eastern Suburbs on the right hand side. And they scored as a result of the last time they took a kick from this area of the pitch, so I wonder if they'll get that again. I wonder if they'll be so lucky 2 times in a row. It's come short this time to the edge of the box, and there's your goal. That was a fantastic goal by Taylor Anderson. Ball came short this time, bobbled around the edge of the box, was free to a shot there from Taylor Anderson on her right foot, dinged it right into the left stanchion of the Springs goal, and that is 4-0. Referee said nothing wrong with that. We'll play on from that 4-0. Thank you very much. Devastating to watch for Western Springs, of course. 4-0 down, 42 minutes on the clock as we approach half-time. What do you reckon, everyone? Wherever you're watching from, are you still enjoying the game? I know there's not much in regards to competition left in it, but I hope you've enjoyed it. Nonetheless, it's certainly nice to tune into a game and see some action, and you've certainly had a lot of that, and I would say there's going to be more to come as Ollington tries to take the ball down on that right hand side. Clever footwork there by the number 16 for Springs, Charlie Dunn, drags it back, looks to dispatch it down that left hand side, but no one there waiting for it. There's Ollington again with a flick and a head, and then tries to bring it down with a chest. Oh, the referee might need to step in on that one. No, decides he's going to let that go. That looked very much like an off-the-ball incident then, but I can't talk too much about it while the ball's still in play. Number 18 there, Rosa Muro, trying to track down the Suburbs attack. Let's come to just the recent goal scorer, Kenya Brook, sorry. A lot of action going on here as Springs try and save some face playing on that right-hand side, with Sienna Makwana going over the ball. Goes out for a throw, comes back in courtesy of Brook again, goes down that left hand side looking for Skinlove, and it's going to go instead behind for a corner for Eastern Suburbs. So what do you think, people? Another goal before half-time? They've certainly scored 2 from corners already in this game. Is it a shoe-in this time? Well, no, it's a throw-in this time, beg your pardon. Sorry, it's a throw-in. Be taken by Brooke. Nice long throw. Looking for the captain. Anderson doesn't get a flick on. Instead, that's gone for a goal kick. Must have come off a Eastern Suburbs player before it went out. So there we are, peeps. We're approaching half-time now. I hope you've enjoyed the game, no matter where you are. We've still got the second half coming up. So make sure you stick around for that, wherever you're watching from. Whether you're in the States or somewhere else. Hope you're enjoying the game. Don't be afraid to leave a comment, like and subscribe and all that stuff if you're really interested in supporting New Zealand women's football. You're certainly in the right place with this channel. Okay, ball's being headed around there between Suburbs and Springs. No true owner yet. It comes down to Arlington now, who's been playing out of his skin on that right hand side. Ball's loose. They're chasing after it down the left hand side. There's a bit of a 2-on-1 happening. It comes all the way back to goalie though, and clears it only as far as the Springs back line. Springs looking to attack still with Jessica Ellis trying to move into that right hand side of the box, but nothing's coming of it. In the meantime, Suburbs are well away again, and here they go, sticking Juliet Lucas into the left hand channel. And it comes to Skinlove. She's had a bit of a luck with the bounce there. She cuts it back in the middle to Arlington. Oh, took it on her left foot. She's still battling for it, and that nearly went in off a Springs player. That is, oh no, that was Arlington did get the last touch on that. She was scrapping for it. Put it a lovely shot on her left foot. Good cutback by Erica Skinlove. Then found Arlington in the middle on the left foot, but she's just not having the rubber green in front of goal today yet, I would say. Earmark her for a goal, Arlington. But again, good play from that left hand side again. Lucas was involved in that as well as Skinlove. The initial battling then was done by Arlington, and that's the referee blowing for half-time. What do you think, everyone? What a great game. So we've had 4 goals so far today. We had most of them through corners. I would say the most recent one came from Taylor Anderson, the captain. The ball bobbled for her after a short corner from Skinlove, and she managed to belt that one in. Previous goal came from a corner as well. This time was a far post corner. Headed back across and fell, luckily for Kenya Brooke to put that in away on her left foot. Then the previous goal was a real beauty. That was by Erica Skinlove. She took that down the left hand channel and unleashed a shot that found its way to goal. And then opening the scoring this afternoon was Juliet Lucas, and that came from a cutback as well from Skinlove down that left hand channel. So with everything I've said, that's what Western Springs are going to have to go into the sheds to talk about. They're 4-0 down here at Madills Farm in Auckland. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Look, there's going to be some more football coming up soon. I may pop off for just a second, but I'll carry on talking to you all. In the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed the commentary. Let me know if you have. Of course, if I've made any mistakes, I can only apologise. But it's been a great game, and we've got another 45 minutes coming up very soon, ladies and gents. Let us know what you think. Do you think Suburbs are going to stay out in front? Are they going to add to their tally? Or do you think Western Springs might get a goal back? What do you think? Is it possible that they could get a consolation goal this afternoon? Or is Suburbs too strong? Are they going to be too much in the hunt for that top place on the table, putting pressure on Auckland United? Of course, it results in other games will depict how the table finishes today, but I would say this 3 points in regards to the title hunt for Eastern Suburbs is very welcome today, and probably was delivered to them on a plate, being that Western Springs have been very lowly at the bottom of the table. Those are just my thoughts, ladies and gents. I'm a massive football lover, so let us know what you think. If you want any shout outs or anything, put them in the live chat. If you're watching this on replay and you were a player, great first half. You guys were really good out there, guys and girls, sorry. Ladies, you were very good out there. You had a good game, so pat yourselves on the back no matter who you play for. All right, I'm going to sign off for about 5 minutes. We'll take a little break, but I will be back very soon for the second half. All right, everyone. I'll just turn the mic down for a bit, but I'll be back very soon.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. If you're watching online, the teams are coming out from the sheds after being away for a few minutes. I think we've had about 10-minute rest. Welcome along, all those watching live on YouTube. It's the Northern Region football match in the Lotto Women's Premiership. This is the Northern Conference today. It's currently 4-0 to Eastern Suburbs against Western Springs. Pretty much tells a story in terms of one-way traffic for this game. It's been a good game to watch, though, if you're a neutral. However, Western Springs, I know, have struggled a lot this season with their performances. So I wish them all the best for the second half. Anyone watching who's a Western Springs member or fan, hope results start going your way in other areas of football. In the meantime, we're either looking at more of the same in this half, or we're looking at potentially one of the biggest comebacks I've been prepared to see in all my time watching football, and that would be to bring us 4 goals in reply in the second half against Eastern Suburbs and leave us with a 4-4 draw to savour for the rest of the day. However, I don't think that's going to happen. I would say stick about, watch the action. I think there's going to be some more goals coming onto this pitch. It's definitely a tricky day today. It's very warm on the pitch, so players are going to be needing to keep hydrated. There's a bit of sunstrike as well. We're very blessed with the climate in Auckland here in New Zealand. We can get some very warm days in what should be quite a gloomy month of autumn. Today is one of those days, is what I mean to say. It's very warm, very very handsome day to be here, I will say that. So wherever you're watching in the world, I'm sapping up the sunshine for you here in New Zealand.
Oh yes, we sit together.
As we build up for the second half, let us know where you're watching from. Shout us out in the live chat if you're watching the replay of this at any point in the future. It's just, we just got to past half time in this women's premiership game in New Zealand. Suburbs 4, Springs 0. Let me tell you about the teams. For Eastern Suburbs, their goalkeeper today is Kaylin Tremaine, and their captain is number 15, Taylor Anderson. The other outfield players on the pitch at the moment are Rebecca Van Dort, Yukino Nishizono, Maddie Ollington, Stacey Martin, Kenya Brook, Zoe Brazier, Erica Skindlove, Juliet Lucas and Ella Findlay. For your Springs lineup, I have it down as Angelique Tui Samoa in goal, Darryl Mulrooney the captain at number 7, and she's joined outfield by Isabel White, Daphne Ranta, Jessica Ellis, Sienna Makwana, Eva Vunjunovic, Amelia McAllister, Charlie Dunn, Rosa Muru, Indigo Kirk, all getting touches on the ball in the first half as the teams start to line up for the second half. Very little in terms of incidents for the referee this afternoon. Big shout out to the referee, Roger Williams, and he is assisted by Timothy Giles and Carl Alexander. As far as I know, there's been no substitutions as yet for either team. I will let you know if they do, but your guess is as good as mine. As we build up to the second half here, it's about 2 p.m. local time here in New Zealand. This game is being played on Sunday the 17th of May 2026. And what a lovely sunny day it has been. So what do you think, everyone? Who's going to take this one in the second half? A couple of players that had big games in the first half. I felt that Kenya Brook was very busy and very good for her goal. I felt Erica Skinlove was brilliant for Eastern Suburbs as well. I also feel like Zoe Brazier had a really good game on the right hand side in the first half. So I expect to see more of the same. In regards to Springs, I think they're actually quite exciting when they go forward. I think Dara Mulrooney, their captain, looks like she has a lot of quality to potentially show. I've actually seen a lot of them working very hard. I felt like they are ready to attack, like players like Jessica Ellis was ready to attack, as was Amelia McAllister. So good luck to them as well this afternoon as we kick off the second half. Let's get the clock going, and we are underway. As Suburbs come down that left-hand side again with Erica Skinlove. She's showing her strength on the ball, fighting all the way, and that ends up in the hands of Angelique Tui Samoa. Shipped 4 goals this afternoon so far, but has shown strength and resilience through that. The Western Springs goalie. Western Springs have a throw on their left-hand side, looking to go down that left-hand channel. Nothing really there for them yet. That'll be another throw in this time for Suburbs. That's taken over on the right-hand side. 2 ladies on the ball there that had very busy halves. Ella Findlay, Taylor Anderson. Apologies to Ella Findlay. I was calling her Erica in the first half. It's Ella Findlay. Slap on the wrist for your commentator there. In the meantime, the ball bounces out to the right-hand side. This is Suburbs on the attack down their left now. Goal scorer Kenya Brook throwing it back in. Springs on the ball. That's Sienna Makwana. She challenged there by Erica Skinlove. A lot of fighting for the ball in that corner there. Springs looking to come away with it through Amelia McAllister. Looks to go down that right hand channel. They're challenging for it. Here they come now. Springs looking to go forward, setting Darryl Marooney down the middle. She's pressing for it to no avail. It's played around the Suburbs back 3 with Nishizono going out to Rebecca Van Dort, going out to Kenya Brook on the left hand side. She crosses it into the middle, intercepted by Springs. They come out with it as far as McAllister. She tries to put Mulrooney through, no luck there. Suburbs turn it round with Stacey Martin coming out to the left hand side to Brook. Again goes out to Erica Skinlove on the left, having a huge game out on the left hand side, I must say. Got a goal to her name, and I think a couple of assists as well. At least 1 assist. I'll have to watch the other goal back to see if there was any touches taken after the corner. In the meantime, there's Nishizono clearing for Suburbs as far as Juliet Lucas, who scored in the first half. Nice pullback there by Jessica Ellis as Springs try and go down that left hand side, but to no avail. Ball goes loose for Indigo. Kirk doesn't quite get her hands on it, feet on it even. But here they go again. Western Springs battling down that left hand side. It's Dara Mulrooney battling all the way to the byline. Can she keep it in? She believes that's a corner. Looks like the ref has awarded a corner. And that's going to be the first attacking corner of the half for Western Springs. Are they going to make something of it? What do you think, people? Could this be the turning point of the match? Are they gonna show that they've got something about them in these circumstances to threaten, at least put something in, rattle Suburbs while they're out in front? It's high on the edge of the box. It's a good header. Oh, it's gone past the goalkeeper, Kaylin Tremaine, but wasn't heading goalward. So she picks it up, recycles the ball out to that left-hand side, and we're back with Kenya Brook coming back to Van Dort, who goes across the back four to Nishizono, who's going to go out to the right-hand side to Zoe Brazier, who's had a lot of action out there on the right. She goes forward, it doesn't quite get the ball through. It's being sort of tapped about by Springs. They're showing intention, they're looking to try and go forward. It's a tricky one for them. That's Sienna Makwana there battling Erica Skinlove for the ball. Referee has decided that's gone Suburbs' way. They take it quickly through Stacey Martin out to the left-hand side there for Kenya Brook. She comes back to goal. Tremaine on it, brings it out to Van Dort. What's she going to do with it? Comes inside to Anderson, puts it out on the right-hand side. Nishizono down to the right-hand side. There's Ella Findlay going down that right, looking to release Ollington. She's a menace from those angles. Doesn't quite get over the top of it, and it goes behind for a goal kick. I do believe there's some substitutions being made now. Let me have a look and see if I can hazard a guess to what might be going on. It looks like number 3 for Springs is coming off. That's Isabel White, so she is off now, and that is number 5 coming on for Springs, and that's Fali Aka Bloomfield coming on. Looks like she's going over to that maybe right back position. So welcome to the field, Miss Bloomfield, and farewell, Miss White. In the meantime, here comes a renewed Springs, looking to go forward, looking to make their mark on their game. That's Sienna Makwana, very busy number 10 there, trying to get the ball forward from the right flank. Suburbs win it back, recycle it down that right-hand side. It's Zoe Brazier on the ball. She goes outside to, I think that was Ollington that goes across. It's a big diag by Anderson, intercepted by Makwana. Springs clear it as far as Rosa Muru, who is fouled on the turn. That will be a free kick to Western Springs. 51 minutes on the clock. What do you think, everyone? Are you enjoying the game? Here comes Springs now, attacking down that left-hand side. That's Indigo Kirk, sorry, putting the ball in. It's defended well by Suburbs, but Springs are persistent, trying to win something in the ball. In the meantime, this is a dangerous break. This is Lucas looking to feed Ollington. She's through on goal, all but her versus the keeper. And Angelique Tuisamoa races off her line and boots that beyond the sideline, and that will be thrown back in by Eastern Suburbs, who are on the attack. This will be taken by Taylor Anderson, the number 15, who I have down as the captain this afternoon. She's going to throw that. It's a long throw. She's got these in her locker. It's almost reaches the penalty spot. That was a brilliant throw. Well done, Taylor Anderson. Redispatched out on the right via Brazier after being cleared by Springs. A little bit late of a challenge behind. Referee's going to let that one go as Suburbs recycle it around their back four again, out onto that left-hand side. Kenya Brook, she's gone long into the box looking for a header from her forwards there. She had a couple of options, a couple of players leaping for that. I do believe one of them was Ella Findlay and the other was Juliette Lucas. What do you think, everyone? They're prepared to still throw themselves at the ball at this stage in the game, with the advantage being 4 goals in their favour. Some fantastic commitment, I would say. Personally, just my opinion. Anyway, here comes the Suburbs back line again, pushing forward with Rebecca Van Dort. She's looked to go long and direct over the back, and she's found Ollington, who's come cutting in down that right-hand channel. She's looking for a cut back. She cuts back, goes for goal herself. Good save by Angelique Tuisamoa. Stops the first effort and then gets down for the rebound, but Ollington looking really threatening there on that right-hand side. Really good play, actually. I think Brazier and Ollington, I think Anderson was involved in that at some stage. Big clearance from halfway. It's down at the feet of Anderson. She's looking to feed Lucas. not quite ready for it at this stage. Pressure on the goalie, comes back, clears only as far as about 20 yards. It's going down the left hand side, intercepted by Brooke. She's running in on goal. She's leaving Skindlove go down that left channel. She's hit it a bit too hard there, ladies and gentlemen, and it's gone behind. That it will be a goal kick to Western Springs. Exciting play though there by Brooke and Skindlove. Anyway, what do you think, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're watching from? If you've just joined us, we've got 54 minutes on the clock. It is Eastern Suburbs 4, Western Springs 0 in this Lotto Women's Premiership division in New Zealand on a sunny Sunday in May. All right, ball is back with the Eastern Suburbs goalkeeper. That's Kaylin Anderson. Here's another goal scorer on the ball for you there. Kenya Brooke goes from the left position, cuts across on the right, falls to the feet of Anderson, goes back to Nishi Zona, out on the right to Zoe Brazier. These girls have seen a lot of football this afternoon. She's looking to go down that right-hand channel and involve Arlington. Springs intercept it, clear the ball only as far as the halfway line. They've got it under control. Can they do something? They go down the middle looking for Dara Mulrooney, the captain. Here she comes. She's come deep for it. Takes it down very well, shows some quality. Looks to put a ball over the top for Ellis, but it's read well by Nishizono. Comes out to the right. Nishizono and Brazier play it off each other. Back to Van Dort, who's been solid at the back. Out to Kenya Brooke, who has been pretty dynamic on that left-hand side. Don't give her any space to run into because she will take advantage of it. Some good play on the inside left there with Stacey Martin. It's back at Van Dort. She comes across to Yushi Zona. She's got her options outside of her. She uses Brazier out in that full back channel. Is she going to attack? She's got Arlington slightly further ahead. Looks to cut inside. Well read there by Ellis of Springs as she's still tackling, battling for it. Springs 4-0 down, but still showing some tenacity, really looking to get that ball back, looking to make a mark on the game in one way or another. And that's what you want to see in football. You know, it's a game of micro distances, both on the clock and on the pitch. Here's Taylor Anderson going down their right hand side, goes out to the right, looking to involve Arlington. She's been a menace, cutting in from that right hand side. She goes long towards goal. Good fists out there by Tui Samoa, gets it away. Suburbs still press. Skindlove on the ball out to the right of the box. Well read by Makwana, who puts it inside to get that cleared by her fellow defenders. Springs definitely looking like they're not going to make another goal easy for Suburbs at all. And lines officials have both signalled there will be some players taking each place on the pitch now. An extraordinary substitution coming up. I do believe we're going to have a swap of goalies. So Kaylin Tremaine is coming off and a new goalie is coming on. I do believe they've also swapped an outfield player as well, and I'll let you know who that is just in the meantime. But my understanding is that Eastern Suburbs have brought Kaylin Tremaine off and Nikki White on as a replacement goalie. So that's, I mean, Tremaine was, I do believe she was sort of injured in the first half with a collision. So that might have had something to do with it. In the meantime, I think they have brought on Emily Pilbrow as well and taken off a player. Pilbrow's out on that right-hand side by the looks of things, and I think it might have been Brazier, number 14, that went off looking at it, because they're setting up differently on that right-hand side now. And Pilbrow's coming on and going slightly further forward, but no, she's definitely, no, she's hanging back, and that's a very good effort there. Oh, and it's come off the inside of the post. That was a sensational effort. I think that was Dara Mulrooney. She hit that and hit the inside of the post and bounced clear. Suburbs breathe a sigh of relief as they escape with Skindlove going down that left-hand side. And then there's Rebecca Van Dort looking to go into the middle, and there's someone waiting for it, and there's a great touch on there That was an amazing counter-attack. Juliet Lucas getting on the end of a cross from Rebecca Van Dort, but not enough on it to put it past Angelique Tui Samoa. That game went from end to end so quickly. It started with, I do believe, Dara Mulrooney having a long distance effort, hitting the inside of the post. She'd managed to beat Nikki White, the new on replacement goalkeeper, managed to beat her at her right post, but it came off the inside of the post and drifted back into play, and Springs didn't really have a plan for that. However, blinding effort. Suburbs turned it around very quickly and counter-attacked with a combination of Skindlove moving inside to release Rebecca Van Dort, who crossed it looking for Juliet Lucas, and it was saved, and I do believe that's now gone behind for a throw-in. No, that's a throw-in off the side, beg your pardon. It's long again from Suburbs. It's bobbling around in the box. It has no ownership. It's come out to Pilbro, the sub. Lays it off to Ella Findlay. She's battling there with the Springs players. Back out to Pilbro again, who came on for Brazier and is in that right back position. So just put aside what I was saying before. I think Pilbro has come on to play right fullback, so that's a like-for-like substitution there by Suburbs. And here they are again. Moving back towards goal, recycling possession, turning it around, playing from deep. Popular theme of Suburbs today. They're being pressed now, though, by Springs. Springs realising they can put pressure on them. Good pass there from Nishizono out to the right hand side for Pilbro. Looking side for Arlington. Oh, there's a bit of a challenge there from behind. Arlington's not happy. She's up though, trying to win the ball back. This game's getting a little bit more physical after the hour mark. Case in point right there, as Dara Mulrooney is taken down by a pretty robust challenge in midfield. Referee has used that as a chance to have a break in play. And what's this going to be? I think it's going to be a Western Springs free kick. Suburbs bringing down Mulrooney as she was on the turn, looking for goal. Oh, very good effort. Had some decent speed, decent height on it. Decent range, but it was wide of the target. Not sure if it was meant to be a shot so much as an effort, but looked pretty good from where I was standing, just a little bit off target. In the meantime, Ella Findlay plays the ball around the back four again for Yushizono, puts out to the right hand side. Just under 30 minutes of play left on the clock. I feel like we're going to see another goal in this game. I can't tell you which side, but I feel like Springs could have a goal in them now, and I feel like Suburbs could score again, especially with this lady on the ball. This is Erica Skindlove going down that left hand side. Fast and athletic, she's managed to, great shot, curling around the face of the goal. It goes wide in the end, but she battled for that 100%. Almost threw her opponent to the floor there. But, and that was, looking at from where I was watching the play from, I think that was Sienna Mukwana that hit the deck in that sort of physical kind of competition with Erica Skindlove. Nothing wrong with it, of course. The referee didn't blow up, but it just goes to show that the women's game in this country is definitely not for the fake or weak-hearted. In the meantime, looks like Springs have made a couple of subs. A couple of players have gone off and a couple have come on. Just having a look at they are, I think that's number 28, which is Katie Goddard, has come on, and I do believe that's number 2, Ruby Brickle, that's come on for Springs as well. So good luck to those girls, Katie Goddard and Ruby Brickle. All the best for your game. Suburbs remain unchanged for the time being. Well, since the last 2 substitutes, one of which was the goalie and the other was the right fullback. Bearing in mind that Suburbs were attacking down that right hand side a lot, but maybe not as often as they come down the left, like they're trying to do there, with Rebecca Van Dort releasing the ball down that left channel but there's a bit of a confrontation there with Stacey Martin and a Springs player, and that's been awarded against Springs. It's going to be a free kick. Suburbs are looking to attack, maybe to get one more goal in the mix. In the meantime, here comes Kenya Brook. Got time on the ball, goes back to Van Dort, puts it across the box to Nishizono, puts it out on the right hand side. They're competing for it again on that right, but to no avail. It'll be a throw in to Eastern Suburbs. Taylor Anderson on the ball. She's got a long throw on her. Is she going to try and biff it into the box? Yes is the answer to that. It goes, reaches the box, doesn't get a flick on. Comes to Ella Findlay. She's done well to keep possession on the edge of the box. She's going to shoot. Looks inside for Skinlove. Doesn't quite get in front of the defender. It's come back to Findlay. She's got Skinlove as an option on the left. Yes, she uses her. Out to the left-hand side. Goes to challenge for the byline. Yeah, that's a big challenge there. That took a lot of courage from the Springs player. That was Sienna Mukwana again. I think she's moved into that right-back position. She had to challenge Erica Skinlove last ditch there for the ball, but it's gone the way of Springs. It looks like there's going to be a goal kick there, so maybe I didn't see it right, people. What do you think? Hard to always get it right from this angle. In the meantime, Springs come away down that right hand side. There she is again. Sienna Mukwana brings the ball back into play, clears the ball from the Springs back line. There's Taylor Anderson going out right to Ollington. Been a menace from that position. Chips it over the top. Oh, that was a really clever play. Oh, and it's loose and it's going towards goal, courtesy of Findlay. She cannot buy a goal there, though, in that situation. There was some clever play from Ollington. Fed Findlay through. She ran onto it. She even had a bit of a touch there. Tried to flash it across the face of goal. Didn't quite make it. Bobbled free. She managed to take it round a play, put it onto her left foot, but then it was defended wide, cleared off the not quite off the line, but as a result of that clearance play, it's gone behind for a corner kick for Suburbs. That's their attacking left hand side. Had a lot of goals from corners. It's right bang on the goalie. A good fist in the air there. It's come as far as Skinlove. She doesn't quite keep it under control, and it's cleared. Here comes Springs on a counter-attack, though, with their captain, Dara Mulrooney. Is she going to able to go through from goal? Tries to shoot from range, but that player who was involved high up the pitch is now involved deep down as well. That was Ella Findlay. Tracked all the way back with Dara Mulrooney, so that's really good midfield work there from her. Anyway, here we go again. This is Eastern Suburbs on the ball, playing it around with Van Dort. Findlay over to Nishizono, sorry, out to the right hand side for the substitute Pilbrow. She's on the ball again, looks to try and put an attacking player through. That was Lucas, couldn't quite get the run. She comes deep to get the ball. In the meantime, Stacey Martin is battling for it, releases Kenya Brook down that left channel. She looks to cross ahead of Lucas. Now it's a ball chase for Ollington. She's got Indigo Kirk with her. They battle. It comes Indigo Kirk believing there was a shove there from Ollington. Getting a bit bulgy down in the corner there. In the meantime, the throw is going to be taken by Charlie Dunn. Back in for Western Springs against Eastern Suburbs. It's quite deep in the Springs half. They'll be looking to get her out of it. She throws to Ellis. There's a lot of battling there with Indigo Kirk. Hasn't stopped working all day. They've gone forward looking for Mulrooney. Comes down to that left hand side. Pilbrow goes all the way back to Van Dort, who tries a risky ball across the back line to Kenya Brook. Manages to execute it as they then try and send Skinlove down that left hand side. It's well read by Mukwana, who's advanced in the fullback position, and it's come back again. Number 28, the substitute Katie Gothard, goes on the Left hand side, feeds the ball down the left again to Jessica Ellis. Is she going to compete for it? Doesn't quite get her feet on it, and that's going to be thrown back in by Eastern Suburbs. 68 minutes on the clock. It's been an interesting second half. It's certainly not been a lot like the first in regards to goals. It's been a bit more of a deadlock, but it's made for good viewing, I must say. So what do you think, everyone, wherever you are watching in the world? I hope you really are enjoying the game as much as I am. Big shout out to all those watching in the States. I hope you've enjoyed the game and the commentary. It's certainly a beautiful day to bring it to you. Here come Western Springs. They're attacking. There's Makwana again, trying to get the ball over the top. She's looking for Mulrooney. There's Ellis coming forward, challenging for it. Western Springs really do want to score. I can tell you now, they want to score. These girls want to score in this game. They whether they can is a different discussion, but that they certainly put the effort in to get a goal. And teams like this, you know, they need to know, these sorts of teams need to know that you work hard, you get the results. I promise you, in football, it's not always fair. It doesn't always deliver on payday, but it will deliver. The harder you work in this game, the luckier you will get in this game. And not just this game, the game of association football in general. So Western Springs, if you are watching this back in the replay, or if you are watching live, no matter what, just keep trying, keep looking for goal, and it'll come. Very young team, so again, the scoreline doesn't quite say everything. In the meantime, Eastern Suburbs, the dominant team of the afternoon, have come forward. Yeah, sorry, just checking something there, peeps. No, they've come forward. And here comes Springs. Somewhere near the centre circle. They've gone back to their defence. Number 2, Ruby Brickle, on as a substitute. Goes back to Tui Samoa. They're distributing it out from the back now, down that right-hand side. Makwana plays it off with Katie Gothard. They're trying their best out there. Throw in for Springs down that right hand side. What can they get out of this? Bit of battling there from Rosa Muru. Ball goes over the top. And that's a very good challenge there by number 16, Amelia Hitchcock, who's on as a sub for Suburbs. So good to see her on the pitch. Well done, Amelia Hitchcock. I didn't see who went off, but that doesn't matter right now. I focus on who is out there, not who is not out there or not out there yet. Oh, and there's a bit of a mistake there as Springs are coming forward. They've capitalised on a misplaced pass. Suburbs pulling tight. They realise they've made quite a mistake here. They found themselves deep in their own half, not really knowing what to do. Also, Millie Boyle has come on as well. So shout out to Millie Boyle coming on for Eastern Suburbs. So there's a couple of subs been made there. I do believe that's 4 subs by Eastern Suburbs, who even swapped out their goalie. In the meantime, here comes Western Springs. That's number 18, Rosa Muru, on the ball. She's trying to put it down forward. That's gone back to the ever-reliable Van Dort. Biffs it forward. Good control there by Sienna Makwana. Actually, she's had a really good game. Scoreline aside, she's been very tenacious. That young lady, the number 10 for Western Springs, shout out to her. And here they are again, Eastern Suburbs playing it out from the back with the substitute Millie Boyle looking for a long ball down that right hand side, looking for Amelia Hitchcock, who came on at the same time. Sort of into coming up to the last 15 minutes of the game now. What do you think, everyone? Are you enjoying it wherever you are in the world? Let us know in the live chat. How do you think this is going to end? Can you see Western Springs getting a consolation goal, or can you see Suburbs adding to their season tally at their expense? In the meantime, here comes Western Springs. They're doing everything they can to play some football aside from what's going on the scoreline and in the table. When I said the table, I mean the league table. Here comes Springs pushing forward. Good head there by Van Dort. Only heads it as far as Ellis, who's been trying to put pressure on the number 8 there for Springs. Come up against her opposite contemporary, I would say. the other number 8, Millie Boyle, both challenging in the middle of the park there. What's going on here? Suburbs very high forward. There's Findlay looking around. She's got options outside of her. She comes back to Kenya Brook, another goal scorer there in the mix. She's come forward looking for number 66. That's Anna McPhee, who's on as well for East End Suburbs. That's all of their subs now. Anna McPhee involved in a challenge. It's come out to Findlay. She's tried to play as a 1-2 with McPhee. She's still got it. Comes back to McPhee again. Can she feed it through? McPhee going back towards her own goal, but she's done well to keep the ball. But what's she going to do with it? Comes out to the left-hand side to the very dangerous Erica Skinlove. She's moving in on the right. Is she going to have a dig on her right foot? Doesn't quite get a shot away. There is a lot going on in the box there, but it's cleared by Western Springs into the Eastern Suburbs half. They're going to start again from Route 1. With Pilbro going forward looking for Ollington, doesn't quite make it, and that has gone out for an Eastern Suburbs throw. Good play from Western Springs. Is certainly frustrating Eastern Suburbs in this half. Maybe a little too late in regards to the grand scheme of things in the game today, but they're definitely showing up for the dollars in the second half. Regardless of the scoreline. I mean, if you look at a game of two parts, this is a 0-0 second half. Currently, as I speak. Don't give me the commentator's curse. I say something like that and all of a sudden there's a goal. And here could be a chance as Taylor Anderson, with her long throws, is high up the pitch for Suburbs. She's going to look to throw in the box. They've got players around the penalty spot. There it comes. It's flicked on by Springs. They're looking to try and get the ball out. Suburbs still trying to make something of it. That's Ollington running all the way back. This is Kenya Brook. She's going to chip it in on her right foot. Oh, and it's come as far as Findlay. She's going to try and make a turn. Dancing around with her feet. It's come back out on that left hand side again to Ollington. Crosses on her right this time. Far post. They had Amelia Hitchcock on the back post, but she didn't quite get any height on that. So it has now gone behind for a goal kick to Western Springs. It's back at the feet of Angelique Tui Samoa, who's had a very eventful game in her own right today. Despite conceding 4 goals, she's actually had a very action-packed afternoon. So it's often the markings of a goalkeeper isn't so much what they do during the game, it's what is asked of them during the game. You know, you can have a goalkeeper that hardly has any touches of the game, but if all of a sudden they're under fire very quickly, well, of course it's how they react to it. So speaking of goalies, there's Tui Samoa trying to get that ball down that right hand side there for Sienna Makwana to run forward with. Doesn't quite get all the way, gets intercepted. It's at the feet of Ella Findlay there, the number 88 for Eastern Suburbs. Going out to Erica Skinlove, the number 18. She's had a fantastic game, showing some of that finesse again. There you go. She's managed to get round Makwana, cuts it back across goal. She's got someone waiting for her. And that was a decent effort there, but it was over the target. I did like that. I did think that was a good effort. That was from the number 8 from Eastern Suburbs, Millie Boyle. She did hit that well. It's not on target. Nice play there from Erica Skinlove, though. Still good value in the game, with a goal and an assist in the first half. And there is still time for much more football. Ladies and gents, no matter where you are in the world, welcome along. We're at Madills Farm here, watching Eastern Suburbs versus Western Springs. This is in the Northern Regions Football Women's Premiership here in New Zealand. Kickoff was 1 o'clock local time. We had a very eventful first half. 4 goals in the first half. The same 4 goals you're seeing on your screens at the moment. They were all in the first half, courtesy of Lucas, Skinlove, Brooke and Anderson. And here comes Ollington on that left-hand side. She looked to pull it onto her right and maybe chip it, but it's intercepted very cleverly there by Ruby Brickle, I think, for Western Springs. A good challenge. She got down low, deflected the ball behind, and that's going to be another Eastern Suburbs corner kick. And that's going to go deep, courtesy of Eastern Suburbs. Here it comes. It's a good in-swinger. It's back towards goal. That was a good header actually from Kenya Brook. Good header from Suburbs there, but it's gone straight into the hands of Angelique Tui Samoa, who did very well. And here comes Springs, looking to escape, looking to feed their front line. That's Ellis in the left-hand channel with Mulrooney in front of her. They're begging for some action, and they're worth it when they get it. However, they just haven't really had the service. Meanwhile, that's some very tenacious working from Rosa Muru there, trying to win the ball high up for Springs. Suburbs escape with it. Kelly Brook was a great ball, and this is a one-on-one with the goalie for Skin Love, but good with her feet. Angelique Tui Samoa, confident with her feet there, brings it out, tries to play it into the centre circle. Suburbs have had to win this one back. This is Pilbrow looking to go forward. Doesn't quite translate anything in the box for her own players. In the meantime, here comes Springs. They're going to play it out from the back this time, down that left-hand side. Here comes Jessica Ellis with her back to goal. Still working hard, been out there for the duration of the game, still looking for chances. It's intercepted there by Boyle, who's then now been challenged by number 7, Dara Mulrooney, showing quality all afternoon actually. Look, there she is, again showing tenacity to try and win the ball back. Here's Erica Skinlove. She's going to be a bit of a harder one to get the ball off because she's had a cracking game. Not only showing her skill but her strength as well. Clever play there to Ollington. Let it back to Skinlove. Skinlove wanted it back, didn't quite get it back, and it's gone behind for another Eastern Suburbs corner from the attacking left. And what do you think, people? Hope you're enjoying it at home and enjoying the game wherever you are in the world. Appreciate all the likes and the comments. We really gives us a lot of contentment to know we reach people around the world. There comes an in-swinger again. It's cleared very vehemently by Springs. As Suburbs were sent a nice wide in-swinger to the back post. Nothing really came of it. And Western Springs thump that clear. In the meantime, looks like they've got a player down looking for treatment, so we'll have a bit of a pause in play. Beg your pardon. All right, let's do some shout-outs while a player's getting some attention. All right. Lovely. Big shout-out to everyone in Orange County, California, with their messages for Erica. Oh, that's great. Erica can't hear me from here, but that's really good stuff. So go, Erica. All right, and big shout-out to Claudinia as well. Yes, more people in the Skin Love family want to come and visit. Yeah, absolutely, come to New Zealand. It's a great place for a holiday. As you can see, it's still sunny in May, so, you know, give it a go. Have a look. Yep, big shout out to the Skin Love family. Yep, showing a lot of love. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Big shout out to everyone in California, in Idaho. Great to see you all in attendance. Thanks for watching the game. Say nice things about the commentator if you like. That always helps. Helps with my job applications anyway. So we've had a bit of a pause in play here. I hope everyone's okay. It looked like it might have been Ellis that was down. She's up and walking, so it looks like she's gonna. I'm not sure if she's gonna finish the game. I feel like they're subbing it off, and I think they've got a player they can bring on. Just trying to see who that might be. There's a young girl that's come on over the other side. I think that might be. Right, I won't hazard a guess, but they've got two players to come on. So as soon as they get the number, there she is there. Number 11, Lorena Gonzalez. Welcome to the game. Lorena Gonzalez come on for Jessica Ellis, who had a good game up until then for Springs. In the meantime, I digress. Ollington whips it out onto that right-hand side, looking for Hitchcock. Another Suburbs attack imminent by the looks of things. Ball will come back in for a throw in there for Suburbs. Searching for the edge of the box there. Here they come again. They're working hard for it, Suburbs. Good value. Good. That's a very big looping cross in there from McPhee. Cleared by Mukwana for Springs. And here comes Springs on the attack. That's Mulrooney looking to send the substitute Lorena Gonzalez down the line. Didn't quite make that work, but the chemistry was there. Great to see Springs maybe bringing on something to give themselves a bit more hope. They look like they're looking to move to a front three now. There's number 18, Rosa Muru. She's certainly playing higher up than she was before. Ball goes out from Katie Gothard to the right-hand side. There is Gonzalez and getting herself into the game as soon as she can. Time is of the essence. We have 6 minutes of regular play left. Good head from Mukwana there. It's only as far as the much-loved Erica Skinlove. She's competing for the ball. They're all competing for the ball out there at the moment. It's no real owner of the ball at this passage of play. Springs looking more comfortable on it. However, they can't afford to be comfortable. They have to look dangerous because they are 4 goals behind, which I neglect to mention. As much as this has been a very even second half, the damage was done in the first half by Eastern Suburbs, and Springs just can't deny that they shipped 4 goals in the first half. Whether lack of concentration has anything to do with it or not. Here they are though, pushing high up the pitch. Eastern Suburbs seem to be in control as they look to get the ball away. Kenya Brook marching to the beat of her own drum there, all the way down that left-hand side, but it's come to something as Ollington escapes down that left side. It's a foot race with Mukwana. Oh, she's gone to deck, but referee's not convinced. Referee's not convinced. Sienna Mukwana, I didn't see much in that. I didn't see enough in that to consider that a foul. I just think Mukwana's very clever on the ball. Actually, she's shown a lot of quality all afternoon, actually. Very hard-working player for Western Springs. But, you know, that's not saying that Ollington hasn't worked hard. She's been unbelievable. In fact, it's no surprise. She's over that side of the pitch, working for that. Now here we go again with Rebecca Van Dort going back to Anderson, who's a lot deeper in this formation now. Out to Pilbro on this side. She's come back to Van Dort. She's got Brooke outside her. She's typically gone there most of the match. She's gone long this time, slightly longer, looking for Skinlove. Ball's up in the air. Mukwana again. Most of her game now is marking Skinlove, making sure she doesn't get anything out of that channel. They've certainly tried to tighten that channel up, Western Springs. Good footwork there by McPhee. Keeps the ball for Suburbs. It's back to Anderson, out on the right-hand side to Pilbro. Back to Anderson. Suburbs using possession to keep Springs at bay. Another good technique, another sign of a confident team. Suburbs definitely look like the superior of the quality in this game this afternoon. However, they've found it very hard to break Springs down this half. As Springs come forward again, good interception there. They read that very well indeed. Didn't quite get anything, but number 28, Katie Gothard for Springs, she absolutely read that brilliantly. Ball is now loose and bobbling down into the corner. Nikki White, the goalie for Suburbs, sends it down to Skinlove on the left flank. She's still got plenty of energy there. Looking for the ball back, doesn't get it back. She does this time, courtesy of Kenya Brook, and now here goes Skinlove racing down that left-hand side. She's got Ollington there in support. Looks like she's beat her marker, and she takes it on her right foot. That was a great effort from Ollington. Great effort. Didn't go in, was saved. Saved actually very well by Tui Samoa. She actually did put her hands on that really well. Didn't look rattled by it at all. But again, if Ollington had got that off slightly more to the right, I think that could have been a bit of a challenge for the goalkeeper to have to reach that far. Okay, flag up on this side. That was for I think that was just we don't know where that was going. I think Van Dort was pulled down there, possibly by Rosa Muru. I didn't quite get who saw that. If it wasn't you, Rosa, I can only apologise. Didn't result in a booking anyway. And out of a bit of sort of rough play, it's gone out for another throw here. So this is Western Springs in possession. Throwing back in, down the line, looking for Gonzalez. Doesn't get a foot on it. Back in charge with Eastern Suburbs. Bit of messy play here. Ball flitting between both sides. Here comes Springs looking to keep possession. Can they get some passes together? No, they can't. Suburbs intercepted again. They're taking their time. Number 66, Anna McPhee on the ball. Out to left, Kenya Brook. Had a great game there on that left-hand side. Looking to cross in again. Sending it in, looking for Ollington. Who else was in the box? There was quite a few people competing for that in the box there. Here comes Pilbrow again. She's going to cross it. She's looking to do something with it, but it went off to the goalie's left. Therefore, that will be a goal kick. Slowly running out of regular time here at Madills Farm. It's still Eastern Suburbs 4, Western Springs 0. This is in the Lotto Northern Region Premiership. This is the women's Premiership game. This is some of the best football, women's football at least, you'll see in New Zealand, outside of the Pro Leagues. When I say the Pro Leagues, I mean the A-League, of course. But down here we're still marking them 10 out of 10 for effort, as there's still a game going on here on field 1 at Madills Farm. That's a good cut back in from Ollington. Oh, that's a great turn. It's gone over. It wasn't a goal, but that young lady has worked hard. Ollington got the ball over to Ella Findlay, who she's got a real good ability of keeping the ball with her back to goal. I've been watching her. She's really good at keeping the ball, obviously facing goal and with her back to it, and that was no sort of exception there. She had it her back to goal, but she sort of kept the ball at her feet, managed to get a turn, a sort of a turn, face goal and get a shot away. However, it just wasn't on target, but she did very well to get a shot away. It's the short way of what I was trying to say there. The shorter version, the abbreviation. In the meantime, here's Suburbs still on the ball. This time they're in the Springs half, where they've been pretty much camped out for a lot of the game. Here comes Erica Skinlove again. It's a foot race with her and Makwana, who's had a great game for Springs. And here they are back to the back line again, all the way back to Nikki White, who was on as a replacement goalie today. She gives Van Dort the ball back, and she looks to hoof it up the middle. I had Ollington up there, still challenging at striker. She's been out in right wing earlier on, and she's challenging right in the middle now in the striker's position. She's been dying to get a goal, actually, Maddie Ollington. So Maddie, if you're watching this back in the replay, shout out to you. Your work ethic definitely went noticed by me. I was watching the same game, I promise. Okay, that's Pilbrow trying to get it under control. Western Springs are surging forward. That's Gonzalez over on the left-hand side, another substitute. It's great to see so many girls on the pitch today as well, all getting a game. You know, it's nice to think that both sides have pretty much used up all their subs. I think Springs have used up theirs as well. Yep, Maya D'Souza, number 13, is on for Western Springs. So that is both sides used up all their reserves, and I think that's great. I think that's good sportsmanship at this level, to give players the exposure to play. In the meantime, as I was talking, a lot of waffle. Eastern Suburbs went forward and have won a corner. They've taken it quickly, short. Skinlove to Finley. Skinlove again. Is she going to whip in a cross on her left? She does. Aims. Oh, and it's a good fist over there by Angelique Tui Samoa. Actually, very busy player, the goalie for Western Springs. Certainly been a great game to get those minutes in. Unfortunate about the score, of course, but she's certainly seen a lot of action, and that is due to the relentless attacking nature of Eastern Suburbs football. So shout out to the whole Eastern Suburbs team as a header comes down. I think that was from Brooke, and it's safely in the arms of Tui Samoa. She got down for that one really well. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone who is saying nice things about my commentary online. As the final whistle goes, a fair game there in the second half. Game of two halves, actually, I will say it. First half, we were treated to some goals. A cutback from Ollington found Juliet Lucas to bury that one on her left foot, I do believe, early on. She had her back to goal, did a bit of turning, got the ball away. Second goal this afternoon came from Erica Skinlove. Big shout out to her family watching overseas. They They were treated to a goal by their beloved family member. She came down that left-hand channel, and instead of crossing like she had done ample times in that half, she buried it with a great speedy shot. The third goal then came, the next two goals came from identical setups in a corner, one long, one short. The third goal came from a long one, so that was the first corner of the pair, and it found, after a bit of flickonery, there was a finish by Kenya Brook at the back post, and I think she caught that on her left foot, so she managed to put that away. Then the fourth goal came from a short corner. It just fell to the feet. Captain Taylor Anderson, who had a real good strike on her right foot, and that took it to 4-0. We went into the sheds for half-time, and then we came out for a completely different second half. I must say, there were no goals in the second half. It stayed at 4-0. However, I did feel like we saw a much more even game in terms of football, chances, tenacity, and player quality. I think even though Springs were 4-0 down, they certainly didn't look like they were playing from that position. So big shout out to them. They kept going all the way. Of course, though, the kudos and the points are given to Eastern Suburbs today, so that's 3 points on the board, even though they're in second place. I think that doesn't make any difference to their placement. I think they stay in second. The mighty Auckland United are definitely pushing at the top of the table. However, they can take a big vote of confidence from this. All players that took part today were great for Suburbs, showed their quality, showed their strength, showed their consistency in their ball work and their tactics. So a big congrats to them. Eastern Suburbs, 4 goals to the good against Western Springs. It is the Lotto Northern Region Women's Premiership. My name is the real Ian Munro. I appreciate all of you giving us feedback today and saying awesome stuff. I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are in the world.